Hello guys, we are back with one more topic which is similar to mucopolysaccharidosis and equally important for NEET PG. Our primary topic being sphingolipids and their lysosomal storage disorders. Before going to the topic proper, let me give brief introduction to lipids and their classification. So basically lipids are divided into simple lipids, compound or complex lipids and derived lipids. Coming to simple lipids, basic fats, oils and waxes comes under simple lipids. In our body, triglyceride is a basic simple lipid. So it is a storage form of fat in adipose tissue. Let me explain you basic structure of triglyceride so that it will be easy when discussing complex lipids. Triglyceride contains glycerol as alcohol. Glycerol is nothing but 3-carbon alcohol in which the H of alcohol is replaced by fatty acids. This is the basic structure of triglyceride, which is a simple lipid. Coming to derived lipids, all fatty acids etc. comes under derived lipids. Coming to topic proper, so in the basic structure of lipid, there will be one alcohol to which fatty acids will be added. So based on the alcohol and other than fatty acids, if any chemical group is added, based on which chemical group, there are different types of complex lipids. So if phosphorus is added to any either glycerol alcohol group or sphingosine as alcohol group, those are called as phospholipids. So based on alcohol, they are divided into glycerophospholipids and sphingophospholipid. And if irrespective of what alcohol, any sugar base like either glucose, galactose or any oligosaccharides or any sugar base is added, they comes under glycolipids. So let us study briefly about glycerophospholipids before going into our main topic. Glycerophospholipids are nothing but we used to study in our cell membrane fluid mosaic model. There will be phospholipids. Those are nothing but, so these are mainly present in cell membrane. Examples include lecithins and cephalins, which are present in brain, and which lecithin we are familiar is dipalmitoyl lecithin, which is nothing but a surfactant. And phosphatidylserine, this we come across in apoptosis, which is present in inner cell membrane, but when any injury happens to the cell, it comes out, acts as death signal in apoptosis. Next, coming to phosphatidyl inositol, we know that it is a secondary messenger pathway in which if an enzyme or hormone is attached, it divides into diacylglycerol and inositol triphosphate. And coming to cardiolipin, this is also we are familiar because it is present in heart, in myocardium, which mimics streptococcal antigens in rheumatic fever. So let us come to our main topic, which is nothing but sphingolipids. Similar to how glycerol phospholipids exist in cell membrane, sphingolipids are generally present in brain, that too in formation of myelin sheath. So basic structure of sphingolipids are nothing but, here we know that alcohol is sphingosine and a fatty acid is attached to sphingosine. So if only fatty acid is attached to sphingosine, it is called as ceramide, which is simplest sphingolipid. If phosphorus and choline is attached along with the fatty acids, it is called as sphingomyelin. If glucose or galactose is attached, those are called as gluco or galactocerebrosides. And if oligosaccharide is attached along with N-acetyl-nuraminic acid or sialic acid, those are called as gangliosides. How we study this topic is, what is the sphingolipid, what is the enzyme which metabolizes this lipid, and because that enzyme is absent, those lipids get accumulated causing disease and important features of such diseases. So all these enzymes are generally present in lysosome. So if that enzyme is absent, these lipids get accumulated in lysosomes of that organ, mostly brain. So these are lysosomal storage disorders. Going in detail, let us start with ceramide, which is simplest sphingolipid. And enzyme metabolizing ceramide is ceramidase, which is primarily present in brain, also in eyes and connective tissue. Deficiency of this enzyme leads to accumulation of ceramide in lysosomes of brain, causing Farber's disease, features being mental retardation and muscular weakness. So how to remember this is cer rhymes with ber of Farber's disease. So accumulation of ceramide causes Farber's disease. Next, coming to sphingomyelin. Sphingomyelin is metabolized by sphingomyelinase. This is a primary lipid present in myelin sheath, that in brain. It was also present in liver and spleen. So absence of sphingomyelinase causes Niemann-Pick's disease. If you properly observe, myelin is similar to Niemann. So sphingomyelinase deficiency causes Niemann-Pick's disease. Main features also being MR along with enlargement of liver and spleen. How to remember these features I will conclude in the end. Next, coming to glucocerebroside. In glucocerebroside, we have only beta glucocerebroside, which is metabolized by beta glucosidase. This is also primarily present in brain, also in bone, liver and spleen. Deficiency of beta glucosidase leads to accumulation of glucocerebroside, causing Gaucher's disease. How to remember is, remember the U particularly in Gaucher's, which is signifying glucose but not galactose. Highlight only U. Main features being mental retardation, liver and spleen enlargement and bone erosion. Gaucher's disease is the most common lysosomal disorder presenting in humans. Next, coming to galactocerebroside. Galactocerebrosides contain alpha and beta. So alpha galactocerebroside is metabolized by alpha galactosidase. This is primarily present in kidney, and deficiency of this enzyme causes Fabry's disease. So replace that A in Fabry's with alpha. Alpha appears like wrong. So it is the only X-linked recessive disorder in these sphingolipid disorders. If we revise regarding mucopolysaccharidosis, Hunter's disease also X-linked recessive disorder, which is I think you are made to remember like Hunter catches axe. Why we are mentioning this in particular is, generally all enzyme related diseases are autosomal recessive disorders except Fabry's and this Hunter's and Fabry's. And also this wrong also signifies it behaves different. Like all sphingolipids we are discussing generally are present in brain only, but this primarily present in kidney. So it causes kidney failure. If any lysosomal storage disorder with kidney failure is given in a clinical question, most probably it will be Fabry's disease. Next, coming to beta galactocerebroside, which is metabolized by beta galactosidase. This is also present in brain. and deficiency of this beta galactosidase causes Krabbe's disease. In Krabbe's, there are two B's. Highlight them as betas so that you remember deficiency of beta galactosidase causes Krabbe's disease. Similarly, features are nothing but mental retardation. Next, coming to gangliosides. These are metabolized by hexaminidase A. Hexaminidase A, hexa means 6. So, deficiency of this enzyme, these are also primarily present in brain. Deficiency of this enzyme causes Tay-Sachs disease. Sac also make it as 6. So, hexa Tay-Sachs disease. So, similarly, as these are present in brain, features being mental retardation, blindness and muscle weakness. But if hexaminidase A and B are also absent, we have Sandoff disease. See, in Sandoff's and is there, signifying A and B are absent. So, let me conclude this table easily with mnemonics. First, let us remember diseases. Deficiency of ceramidase causes Farber's disease. How we remember is Ser rhymes with Ber. Deficiency of sphingomyelinase causes Niemann-Pick's, myelin and Niemann. Deficiency of beta glucosidase, highlight U, causes Gaucher's disease, Gaucher's for glucose. Deficiency of alpha galactosidase causes Fabry's, write A as alpha. Deficiency of beta galactosidase causes Krabbe's with 2 betas in Krabbe's. Deficiency of hexaminidase, hexa for 6, causes Tay-6, Tay-Sachs disease. Deficiency of hexaminidase A and B, Sandoff's, and A and B, Sandoff's disease. After memorizing diseases, to memorize features, let us remember in statements. All these enzymes are present in brain primarily. So, all these diseases causes mental retardation. But primary feature of Fabry's is kidney failure. Though Fabry's may also have mental retardation, but primary feature is kidney failure. All these are autosomal recessive disorders, except again are wrong disease. Wrong is like X. So, Fabry's is X-linked recessive disease similar to Hunter's and mucopolysaccharidosis. And liver and spleen are primarily involved. Liver and spleen are also involved in Niemann-Pick's and Gaucher's disease. One more thing off the bit I want to add is these all diseases are differential diagnosis of cherry red spot in ophthalmology. So, to eliminate bits, just write Fabry's like this. Alpha is similar to wrong, which is different, so it involves kidney. Alpha is also similar to X, wrong, X-linked recessive disease. Thank you. Hope you like the video.